Hi, I'm Deanne. They call me Dee. I thought I would do this in hopes to get my story out there, in hopes to give someone some light, a way to connect with people, to help people that are going through the same issues, so that they don't have to go through it alone like I did. So here's my story. I'm 52 years old, and I've been through 52 years of misery. And I'm not kidding. You have no idea. My life starts out as a child, being sexually abused, beaten, raped, sodomized by my own father and my mother. My mother was horrible to me. I lived in a family that I never belonged in. I was never a part of. And I went through 8 years of that before all of a sudden, one day, I couldn't do it anymore. Now, mind you, I had a sibling that was being abused too at the same time. And when I noticed that that sibling was going to be abused, I mentally snapped. I lost it. Protect mode kicked in, and I'd had enough. I couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't keep my mouth shut anymore. And I spoke out. And it changed my life. Not for the better. Not at all. My dad was arrested. It ended up being one of the biggest court hearings, court cases in my town that had ever hit that town. It was all over the news. It was so big that, they had to police escort us to and from court because we were unsafe. Family went nuts. I was black sheeped. Family tried to kill me. They stuck by his side. He claimed he was innocent. This is someone who served 20 years in the military and made a name for himself. And at the same time, he got away with it. He didn't get caught until after he retired from the military. And lucky him. But it still didn't change anything. He claimed he was innocent. Family stuck beside him. We were left out in the cold, stuck in foster homes. And let me tell you, foster care is no fun. No fun at all. You get stuck in foster care, they take care of you. But when you turn 18, you're stuck out in the world to fend for yourself. There's really nothing after that. So I had nothing. When I turned 18, I had nothing. I was homeless. I didn't have a job. I had nothing. So, not my first time being homeless. Well, that was my first time, actually. This time isn't. But we went through court. Took over a year for the court hearing to go through, to finish. By the time the court was done, they convicted him. He was found guilty on all charges. Family hated me with a passion. I had family that hunted me down. I had family that threatened me. I lived years. After that, I lived years in fear. So I didn't actually get free from the abuse. I just created a whole nother type of abuse. And he did go to prison. He got sentenced to 101 charges. But he only served 10 years. He served 10 years and was released. During that 10 years, I suffered more. I spent my life trying to live, survive. I was homeless. I was even pregnant and homeless. My mother would pick me up once a week to manipulate me into getting my father out of prison. Family offered me everything in the world to be able to get him out of prison. And I never did it. I stuck by the truth. Now my other sibling, on the other hand, she gave in. She gave them everything that they wanted. Which is fine. That was her choice. I got married. Created a family life for myself. Created a business for myself. Did pretty good. I still struggled. I still fought. You know, because like I said, I was married to a narcissist that had addictions and alcoholism and anger issues, and so I knew about the addictions and the alcoholism and the anger issues, but I didn't know about the narcissism. I didn't identify it. So I dealt with all the other issues, and I struggled. Ten years later, my father got out of prison. They let him go. I think they were tired of transporting him from prison to prison. But I was a good daughter. Thought, okay, you know what? Maybe he's changed. Gave him the opportunity to prove himself. Once again, I was wrong. I was dumb and wrong. I ended up reliving my childhood all over again. Here I was, a wife, a mother, of 3 children, business owner, being successful, and I was being reassaulted again. That moment set me back. that moment was a moment where it opened the door to my mother actually being a mother. She had the opportunity to, for the first time in her life, to be the mother that I deserved. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. She took his side. And a couple of days later, he went on the run. He is a convicted pedophile who's been on the run now for over 15 years. And it's funny, the FBI's been to my house looking for him and asking questions. And yet I can go online and look him up and know exactly who he's working for and where he's at. It makes me laugh now. But he's got family that's helped him. His family believes he's innocent. To this day, he still claims he's innocent. And it's okay. I know the truth will come out at some point. And it has in some certain circumstances, it has. As time has gone on, apparently one of his family members knows the truth. Apparently, they had a night where they were drinking, and my father divulged everything to him. That was the night that severed that relationship. He was escorted out of the house and told never to return. Did the family member speak out and say anything? No. So the truth still isn't there. Which is okay. You know, I can't change that. I know that this person won't speak out because of their own circumstances. I know that the reason they don't say anything is because they know that nobody will believe them. And nobody will. It's true, they're right. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because I know at some point something will happen and the truth will come out. And then here just a couple of years ago, another instance happened. My own brother, who all these years has stuck by his side and believed he was innocent, has hated me, had nothing to do with me. The same brother that I've helped numerous times whenever he needed something, no matter how he treated me, I helped. I was there. And I think that's one of my biggest downfalls, is it's all these years, no matter what had happened, I was always there. I always thought that if I was good to someone, that maybe it would change them. And I've learned how wrong I was. I spent too much time people pleasing. And I can't take it back. I can't change it. It's part of who I am. I'm a good person, and I enjoyed helping people. I hope that at some point I can change somebody's life. I'm hoping at some point I can benefit somebody. I get so much joy out of it that I'm not going to stop. That's a part of me that I don't think will ever go away. But, like I was saying, my brother put himself in a situation where the truth be told to him. And he got to find out that my own father admitted to being guilty to every one of those charges. He admitted it to his attorney right after he was convicted and sentenced in his jail cell. And honestly, I'm grateful that that happened, but at the same time, I feel bad for the attorney. I really do. That poor man. To stand there and know that he had to defend this man because he was a public defender. He had to defend this man with every bit of his being, and at the same time, he was guilty of all of it. I'm sure to this day that probably still haunts him. And I feel bad for him. I'm grateful that the truth did come out, and it did give me some redemption, because in the end, my brother did apologize to me for being a horrible brother, for not being there for me, and I'm grateful for that. And to this day, I still struggle. I'm 52 years old, and that man is still on the run. That man is still living his life. His family is still helping him. They're still doing everything for him. Still loving him because they believe he's innocent. And to top it off, I apparently was given an inheritance by my grandfather that was supposed to go to my father. My grandfather stated in his will that my father wouldn't get his inheritance, that it would go to his victims. And unfortunately, I never received it. It's been gonna be 16 years now, and I've still not even heard a word. They will not even notify me. So that's a little frustrating, but it's nothing more than I expect from that family. So as my story goes on, I was married. I was dealing with his addictions, his alcoholism, his anger. Yes, we separated numerous times. Even got divorced, got remarried. Yeah, I was crazy. I was blind. I thought I was in love, but didn't know what real love was. I was too forgiving. I thought I spent my life thinking that I could help him, heal him, change him. And I was so wrong. This is a man who would lie, pick fights with me, Never did anything for me. Everything was all about him. If he did anything for me, something came along with it. That meant I was going to pay in some way. There'd be a fight. There'd be something would happen. But then, you know, all of a sudden one day, about a year and a half ago, one day, something happened, and that's when my eyes got opened. I saw it and decided it was time to go. And I did get my divorce. And lo and behold, having to deal with a narcissist in divorce is supposedly not fun, but mine was pretty easy, actually. I ended up leaving with everything that I owned. I got left with nothing else. He took all my family. He took away from every bit of family. He even took my kids. I got left with one kid, who, lo and behold, has been by my side. He has stuck by me, and a lot of it's because he knew about narcissism. He knew what I was dealing with. He sat back and watched it all. And he has stuck by my side. But I lost all my other kids. I have 4 kids total, and I lost every one of them. I lost all my grandkids. I lost friends. I got left, in the end, when everything was all said and done, I was emotionally drained, financially drained, homeless, and I got left with 3 friends. 3 friends that have been by my side, that have been my lifeline through all of this. And please don't get it wrong, he did try to manipulate them, but they saw it coming, and they knew what he was doing, and they knew who I was, and they stuck by my side. And I am so blessed and grateful to have these friends. If it hadn't have been for them, I probably wouldn't have survived. So there you go.